So in this game there are tons of things that are moving. So for example, we have the player that is moving with our movement, and well, we also have, for example, the vehicles moving always to the left, as well as this kind of decorations. We also have the coins, and well, these objects are moving with different systems behind of this. As I mentioned, the players moving with keyboard input. The cars, decorations, coins are moving like always at the exact same speed. So well, today I want to take a look at how to move different objects in Godot. So let's go and take a look at the first one, that is the easiest one, I believe, to understand, that probably we have done. And basically using keyboard input to move a character body 2D. Now, of course, you can still use different collision objects to create a player and to move it with keyboard input. You could technically do something quite similar with something like an area 2D. But what the character body actually makes it unique is, for example, its ease to actually create player movement, because what directly you do is to modify the velocity value whenever you need to, and depending on the different circumstances, and then at the end of the physics process, or well, whenever you want to actually update the movement and the position, you just call move and slide. So you don't have to be using the delta parameter, understanding how delta works or something like that. You just directly call move and slide, okay? Or well, actually maybe here you do need to understand what delta is to apply the gravity, but you understand what I mean. And not only that, but also the character body provides some useful methods that areas 2Ds do not have, such as ease on floor. So this quickly allows you to know when the character body is on the floor. And for example, here, if we are pressing the jump key and we are on the floor, then we execute the jump. And well, as I mentioned, the way of moving this is basically updating the velocity based on the input, okay? And a pretty nice way of doing this is to have a direction variable that would be equal to input.getAxis left right, okay? And this would calculate the direction based on input, and then basically using this direction. In this case, I am also adding extra logic for the speed, such as extra speed. I also have a global speed, but this doesn't come to the topic of this video. What you would technically do is do direction times the speed that you want to apply, and that would be all. Now, we have other objects that are moving around, as I was explaining, such as the coin that is always moving to the left, the decorations that once again are moving always to the left, and the same thing with the vehicle. So this code, how it works, it is shorter, but well, it is not based on input. It just moves the transform itself, the position. So this code doesn't react to physics, doesn't react to player input or anything like that. It just moves straight, in this case, to the left, okay? Because we are accessing the position X and decreasing its value. So what we are kind of doing is going here to a transform, position X, and just be decreasing it constantly, okay? As simple as that. And once again, in order to make this smooth, we take the delta and we multiply it by some speed. You will see that this is the exact same code that I use for the vehicle, okay? Process, position.x, and I just decrease it over there. And for the decoration, it is the exact same speed. Probably there is like even a better way of handling this to not have the exact same code in every single object. Maybe there is, but I didn't want to get into more complex stuff. So the good thing about this type of movement, that essentially with just 2 lines of code it can be made. The bad thing about this is that it is, of course, something that you will not be able to use when you want to move an object via input. But well, for objects that you always want to move at a certain direction, okay, in this case just to the left in the x-axis, it is still quite useful. So right here I do not have a code for when you may want to move this with an area 2D, because I think that you already know how you will move this with an area 2D. But I will just create something quite simple over here. So you may have a direction variable of type vector2 or something like that. And then well I actually have here like this direction variable, so I will call it direction input, for example. And then using this direction input, well, then you would apply the different things. So this would be here, for example, direction input.x, okay. And then, for example, what you could do is just do position would be plus equal to direction input, okay. And right here you just put your own speed times delta, okay, and with that you will be done. You just need a direction times a speed times delta, and to add this to the position, okay, if you wanted to move any kind of object. Take into account that this is quite simple to what is done in the coin, for example, okay, just that the direction is actually like put in the symbol over here, okay, and in the axis that you want to modify. So this is the direction. In the x, decrease it, okay. But you could also type this quite similarly using something like vector 2.left or something like that. But I believe that you do get the idea of how to move objects differently, okay, based on inputs, based on just a constant speed or whatever. And well, you have like the two formulas on how to do this and when to use one or the other.
If you're serious about leveling up your Godot skills, check out my course. In less than 6 hours, you'll master Godot fundamentals while building this amazing project. Links in the description. See you there.